What did you do? Did you have any memorabilia that you saved?
Oh, yes. Golf ball, and then I've got the my score that I wrote down on the other scorecard. You know, you write your own score on the other competitor's scorecard. So I have that little tab. Those two things. I'm going to be framing that.
Bryson, earlier today, we spoke to Sergio, and he said that the most impressive thing to him was that you shot 61 prior to 58. So you've got to be the only person ever to average less than 60 for 2 rounds. So what was it like?
And win, I think.
And what was it like to be in that kind of bubble compared to your past experience?
Oh, I don't even understand it still, first off, because I don't know if it's ever been done, I think. I can't remember a time where anybody did that, but it was a weird frame of mind. It was more of, I shot 61 and I'm like, oh, that was cake. Didn't feel like it was that difficult. I feel like I can do the same thing the next day. And obviously you got to make putts and bad breaks can happen and whatnot, but a perfect scenario of I really didn't get unlucky and I hit every shot the way, and that lined up for the 2 days.
Storm.
Literally a perfect storm. That's obviously why nobody has done it. You have to have a perfect storm to have it happen. So. Yeah. Yeah, 54 for that 54 million. So no, I'm kidding. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, this is a different golf course. This is a beast of a golf course. This is a major championship venue, I feel like, the way the golf course is set up in regards to the rough and the tightness of fairways. So I don't know if in the 50s is going to be possible this week. I mean, it's definitely possible, but I don't think anybody's going to do it. You just got to focus on the process. There's not much more to it. I mean, you can't go out there and expect to shoot something low. It's more of, I got to hit this next shot to the best of my ability and continue to add it up over the course of each and every hole. And that's what I did on Sunday. I was like, just next shot the best I possibly can. 16, striped it, had a little wedge shot up there. I'm like, even that little wedge shot, I got to hit this the best I possibly can. And then made the putt after that. It's a continual snowball of process and keep doing what you can.
Okay, over there.
Bryson, with any new league is always trying to get traction, and you guys have had plenty of exposure, winning at majors and all that. What do you think shooting a 58 does for the league in that regard, just as far as the more eyeballs and the more attention it gets to?
Well, I can certainly tell you that considering that was a PGA Tour course and shooting 58, and 59 has been had on it before, we're clearly not exhibition golfers.
Bryson, you have the new driver in the bag. You alluded to the fact that you don't really have to practice it as much anymore. Do you think that there is an argument there that clubs are becoming a little bit too forgiving in a way?
We could be here for half hour.
I plead Well, for 5 years I didn't have the right equipment, so that shows you how important equipment is. And I think we're in a place now in time where contracts aren't as necessarily as important as the purse you're playing for.
Equipment contracts.
Equipment contracts is what I mean. Yeah, thank you. It's not as important as the purse you're playing for, and I really think the best equipment's going to start showing itself over the course of time because of that. And I think it's a great thing for the game of golf. We want, as professionals, to provide the best equipment possible for the public, as well as professionals. We don't want to just lock ourselves into one side of the market. We don't want to build just a club for us, nor for the average golfer. We want equipment to work for everyone, and that's what I think is so beautiful about the game, is keeping it the same across all ends is super important. So in regards to the forgiveness, you can say that, but it's just, if you get the right physics going, you can get some special stuff happening in clubs. I'm not going to speak about.
Evan.
Can someone ask a question to Bond, please?
No, I'm here to correct him. And
thank you.
Don't worry. I'm right here.
When Bryson has to go to his meeting, we'll ship it to an on
Perfect. There we go. That's perfect, actually. Look, I played in a couple Ryder Cups, and I would love to represent my country. There's no doubt about that. I feel like I'm in a good place to be able to do that. I feel like I'm a top 10 player for sure right now with the game that I'm playing. And if I do get picked, fantastic. If I don't, I'll still be watching on TV and rooting for Team USA because I respect and appreciate those players that are on the team representing our country more than a PGA Tour Live thing. Oh, 1,000%. Not even a question. Well, again, the equipment is performing really nicely for me. I feel like I can go out there and just play golf rather than golf swing or what do I need to do here to save or if I hit it on this part of the face or whatever. But I also feel like my mental game is in a different place because of the equipment. I feel like I'm just a brute. I just, boom, right down the fairway, wedge it on the green, right down the fairway, wedge on the green. It's just more of a determined, focused mentality that I have with this new equipment. It's really the equipment, to be honest. So it is different, and that's what makes me feel like I'm back in 2015 when I was playing the U.S. Amateur and shooting 6 under every time at Olympia Fields. That's kind of what I feel like.
And then what would you like to see change going forward as Liv continues to adapt and develop?
Well, I think the impact that we have, that people are starting to see from Adelaide, $100 million in economic impact is gigantic, and this is only the beginning. There's been a lot of headwinds, a lot of difficulties, but there's also been a lot of positives, man. People don't talk enough about the positive impact we're making, not only in each other's lives, but in the community's lives, and what we did today with Hope through education. It's just another telltale sign that this isn't going anywhere, and we're continuing to make positive impacts across the globe in a really cool, special way. And this is the tip of the iceberg. From a franchise perspective, we're talking about building academies, and that bee is going to sting you. Okay, careful. We're talking about, academies, even golf courses, community impacts in certain areas, depending on where our home bases, our home regions are. India, I mean, that's a huge untapped market that I think could economically, socially impact massively from the game of golf. It's untapped potential, and we're unleashing that here. There's always going to be change and improvements. I think it's really cool to see that a lot of players have input, and will continue to have input. It doesn't mean we're always sitting at the table, but we're continually giving input that we think is best for not only the game of golf, but and not only for the teams, but for the communities and what we're doing in those local areas.
Thank you for still committing and coming out and following up on your, commitment to come out and spend time with the kids and spend time with the media.
That's what it's about.
We are all very, very grateful. I know it's been crazy for you. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Enjoy the rest of the week away from the craziness I put you through.
I hope to see you guys every day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the point, right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
He loves
Bye, Bryson.
media.